As I said, I just did a reading. I was thinking my experiences with grief led me to lean on the things I was good at. And there's a reason I wanted to push this out into the world. I wanted to put this in the hands of people who have been through bereavement and are healing by finding things to hold on to. And there's a lot of laughter in this memoir, as you can probably tell. I created my superhero alter ego, Captain Grief, because I was so angry and I needed somebody to yell at. So we fought for a year on a blog called The High-Flying Adventures of Captain Grief. And she changed my world by following my intuition during a blog writing workshop. She changed my world, and she helped me find space for a lot of things in grief that I didn't expect. You know, yes, I lost my dad when I was 19, and that was a horrifying experience. And then I lost my partner. And I knew what grief looked like at that point. I was very familiar with its face. So with a 1-year-old, I thought, I need a place to be angry. I need a place to fight. I need a place to swear, but I also need a place to laugh. But I think it might be a bit soon for laughter. Today I'm going to just read to you about one of my experiences. The kind of thing that comes along when you're grieving. And writing this is a way for me to say, this is normal. These are the things that happen when you grieve. So I'm just going to read it. So shut your eyes wherever you are, if you can, if that's safe, and I will read you Regrets About Granola. Morning at the writing retreat. The lake on Georgian Bay was winking at me through the window in a myriad of soft sparks. A small bird skipping across the surface and glided into its watery nest. That was the only sound. I listened to the deep silence that I knew would stretch until lunchtime, allowing each of us to claim our slice of serenity and do whatever we needed to do to let words flow. I claimed my piece of rug to do some gentle yoga. The silence didn't scare me anymore. I had worried that I would fall apart, but instead my body was opening like a tiger lily, quiet but bursting with the color needed to paint the day. You are still here with me in the silence, I thought, not washing me in the wake of your loss, but asking me to pass the salt from across the breakfast table. You are moving into the flow of my day, whispering to me to take another warm boiled egg, one of Danette's positive phrases eggs, the one with "you are amazing" on it in her pretty curving script. You told me to drink the puddle in the bottom of my bowl, which was made sweet and spicy by Chris's homemade granola, filled with pungent candy ginger, toasted almonds, and oats. Memory stirred as I dropped the Earl Grey tea bag into the hot water. In my ear, I heard Kara shudder and say, "I wish you had made that granola." Maybe it was just the breakfast that brought it back. Maybe I felt guilty. I did. Or maybe you are with me as I move into my day, and I can't help but sigh and express your regrets about it. You bought me a lovely mason jar with a lid that's sealed tightly, and I giggled at the subtlety of your hint, as it was still a cute joke between us. When you brought home all the ingredients, you were flat out asking me, albeit passively. Perhaps we were both being passive about our desires in our new role as mothers. When you took out all the ingredients, chopped them up, and stored them back in their containers, it was helpful but awkward. Pregnancy was a second honeymoon for us as we prepared and nested through the winter, whispering affection into my belly, laughing when he kicked so hard in the night that he woke you up but not me. When we were on the flip side of labor, reality came crashing down on me, and in the wholly new landscape of childcare, I was bearing up reasonably well. But under the effort, I felt small and estranged from you. Now you have passed, and I have daily conversations with you about all the things left unsaid. The distance between us, the rough transition into parenthood, the formidable task of me being the primary caregiver, the disagreements we had, and the way we made each other feel. Granola was small potatoes. Still, I wish I had made that goddamn granola. There are other regrets, of course, but in the moment, as you flutter around me at the retreat, this one really stings. All the while that I was being stubborn in my avoidance, the ingredients sat there in the pantry, carefully chopped into little cubes that were spiting me. Now I'm sad, not just because all the little packaged portions are still there, turning stale in their prolonged state of readiness. It's that you asked me to do something and I was too tired, hurt, sad, or overwhelmed or irritated to do it. Now there's a stabbing simplicity in my need to make peace with the ginger and walnuts and coconut that makes me want to take it out and make a monument, not a meal. One that represents a way to say, I'm sorry. Actually making granola with it, touching it, consuming it, and saying goodbye each time I take a bite until it is all gone for good. But I'm not ready to endure more loss. Listening to my thoughts as you were, you sadly nudged me, saying, it can't sit in the cupboard forever. What if it goes bad? Ugh. Practical. Excruciating. There it is. Something more painful than a slow disappearance. Saying goodbye all at once. I know, I answered. But I will never be okay with you being gone. Especially when we were just starting to become a couple again. I don't want to be okay with you being gone. I want you here so I can do it right. So I can make granola the first time you ask with love and without hesitation or excuses. I want you back here so I can make peace with the fact that our house was a mess, that our life was disorganized, that we were drowning in belongings we didn't want to give up, and that it was killing me inside. Now purging and cleaning feels like a betrayal. There's less frustration. There's less pain. There's less conflict. But that has all been replaced with loss. The fucking irony of it is... my clock. Time passes, my friend. The fucking irony of it all that I'm remembering at the retreat right now is how much I love granola, how much I wanted it, and how sorry I am we let so many things stand in the way of our simple joys. Do what you need to do to live your grief, to experience it, to express it. If it stays hidden, it will only get heavier. So get it out of you. Write, paint, speak, draw, play a musical instrument, collage. If you have any kind of creative inkling, now is the time. Now is the time. So I will leave a link in the description to my memoir if you feel like it would be helpful at all. If you know of anyone who you feel might appreciate it. This is the way that we support each other in grief, is with thoughts, is with deeds and offerings. This is what I have to offer. I'm gonna draw one more because I just feel like we all need as much support as we can get. You are so much closer to a powerful breakthrough than you may realize. You have been praying for things to heal, new opportunities to appear, relationships to improve, and these prayers will be answered soon. Okay, I feel like that was maybe a lot for me. But if anyone resonates with that message, then it's also yours. So I hope that was helpful. My thoughts and prayers go out to the community of Tumbler Ridge, to all of Canada, to all of the States, to all of the world, and the people in it that are experiencing loss. So take care of yourself. If you need support, I will put some resources in the description box. But if you want to chat about this reading, I have a Facebook group called the Energy Healing Oracle 555, where you are welcome to come and chat with me. If you would like a personal reading, you can get hold of me. My information is below. Whether you want distance Reiki or an oracle card reading, don't hesitate to reach out, because this is what I do. This is what I can do. Okay, take care, my friends, and I will see you tomorrow. Much love. Bye.